You can do it. We are going to fix this today. There is hope for you. Thanks. Welcome back. Would you like to manage your emotions better so you don't lose your head? Time to recognize the mind-body connection so you can take the path to oneness. Otherwise, your mind and body may become so separated that you're beside yourself. Time to take a step back and observe what you're doing. Take a holistic approach to life. To do otherwise is rather irrational. Tired of those bargain basement straitjackets that never fit right and always wear out too soon? Try one of Dr. Torpor's fit-to-be-tied straitjackets. You will be the envy of everyone on the locked ward. I'm Dr. Torpor. Keep your mind and body on speaking terms so you can stay in contact with the infinite. We are going to watch 3 tragedies unfold. 3 catastrophes that could have been avoided, all due to a failure to listen and be curious. This is from the 1968 Peter Bogdanovich film, Targets.
I want to talk to you, Eileen.
What about?
I don't know what's happening to me.
Why?
I get funny ideas.
Like what? Oh, you mean like that I shouldn't go to work tonight? Does this run look too bad?
Bobby tries to get Eileen to stay home and talk with him. He says he doesn't know what's happening to him, and he's getting funny ideas. And by that, I don't think he means humorous ones. Eileen is not paying much attention to any of this, and she certainly is not taking any of it seriously. After this, Bobby goes on to commit what today we call a mass shooting.
No, I really want to... I got some bad ideas in my head. I just... Oh, look at it this way, you know, don't want to get laid. Get drunk, you know, you can do anything. Because you got no choice anyway. I mean, we're all fucked. More or less, you know? I don't know, that's about the dumbest thing I ever heard.
I have to agree with Travis on that one. After that, the wizard loses Travis completely. And I think we all know what Travis Bickle goes on to do. And I am talking to you.
I'm scared, Thief. You know why? It's that red circus out there. I'm beginning to enjoy it.
What is this, Bunny Week?
Look, any longer out on that road and I'm one of them, you know? A terminal crazy. Only I got a bronze badge to say I'm one of the good guys. You know?
McAfee, they call him Fifi, is not listening. He is not respecting Max's decision. When Max says he's scared about how he's starting to enjoy high-speed chases, Fifi does not take that at all seriously. Ultimately, Fifi talks Max out of resigning and then yells after Max, telling him that he's hooked on the very thing that Max is wanting to escape. And I really wish Fifi would put on a shirt. The lesson here: when someone has difficulty expressing themselves and gets vague, it may be because they really want to tell you something that is happening with them, but they're afraid to, or they're having difficulty putting it into words. When this happens, pay attention, get curious, don't make assumptions, and try to draw them out. Now, don't get the wrong idea. I'm not saying that all your friends and everyone you know is a potential mass murderer or a self-destructive maniac. What I am saying is this: Sometimes the people we care about might be experiencing very painful things that we cannot imagine. They may be embarrassed or ashamed to tell us about these things. But the only way we can know about them is by being patient and being willing to listen, and to show them we can handle what they have to say. Once that happens, then we're in a position to help.
We now return to Desolate Weekdays with Dr. Torpor, already in progress.
Welcome back. Thanks. Glad to have you again. It is so important for your mental and physical health to have a positive attitude.
You will help me. No!
Wrong.
We can defeat death.
Good.
He failed. Not I.
Better.
You killed him. No, I did not. I gave him life.
Best. I must point out that a positive attitude is good, as long as it does not extend into blind optimism. I'm Dr. Torpor, positively insisting you stay in contact with the infinite.
Welcome to Dr. Torpor's Theater of Fate. We're going to visit a family's home, meet a young boy, but the tarot has revealed unto us that this is a unique boy.
Just why it should have happened, or why it should have happened, Ghibli have said. Nor perhaps could it even have occurred to him to ask.
Unclouded by the thin illusions that we all experience as though they were solid reality. It takes a lot of imagination to look around oneself and realize all of this is arbitrary. Everything, our culture, the world, life itself could be completely different than the way it just happens to be, and different in an infinite number of ways.
Moving up to the Arctic Circle, we again enter a zone of perpetual snow.
All he needed to do was to think of that morning.
To fall in love with what could have been instead of what is. What a gift, and what a curse.
Gradually, the snow was becoming heavier. The sound of it seething louder. The footsteps more and more muffled. When he found each morning on going to the window that the roofs and the streets were as bare as ever, it made no difference. This was, after all, only what he had expected.
Alone in his fascination with something he prefers over where he finds himself, and this love continues to grow.
How was one to explain? Would it be safe to explain? Would it merely mean that he would get into some obscure kind of trouble? And how could he explain his new world?
He would like to explain it and share it, but it is so difficult, perhaps even impossible. And would others even hear him out? Or would they impatiently dismiss what he has to say and tell him to accept reality?
Perhaps you'll come out of your daydream long enough to be able to tell us, won't you, Paul?
It is what we now call the Hudson River.
And?
He thought it was the Northwest Passage. He was disappointed.
Thank you.
Yes, come out of your daydream Resign yourself to the way things are. Don't be stuck in a fantasy. Join the human race. But Paul is disappointed with the world in which he finds himself.
Paul, you're making this very painful for your mother. What are you thinking about?
About the snow.
What on earth?
My dear, what do you mean? Just snow, that's all. I like to think about it.
Tell us about it, my boy.
That's all there is. There's nothing to tell. You know what snow is.
Inevitable frustration with those who don't, won't, or can't understand. To most of us, what is here now seems like the only thing that is and that can be possible.
Paul, go away. Oh, Paul, I hate you.
A mother's nightmare. Your child saying they hate you. Yet, none of us requested to be born, nor do we get to select who we have as parents. In actuality, it's amazing that this sort of alienation happens so seldom.
And with that effort, the seamless hiss advanced once more.
This is painful for Paul, too. He does not want to hurt others any more than he himself wants to suffer. I hope Paul finds what he longs for, a thing that has no name. I hope this managed to penetrate your crenulated cerebral cortex. What is the plural of cortex? Cortex-I? Cortexes? Cortexes? Don't mess with cortexes. Open your mind to that which is not, and be patient with those who see possibilities that you don't. This is Dr. Torpor saying, to all a good fright, and stay in contact with the infinite.
Now return to Desolate Weekdays with Dr. Torpor, already in progress.
Thank you. Welcome. Nice to have you back. In my work, I constantly see people struggling to cope with painful emotions, and I want to give them relief as quickly as possible. One day, I recalled something my learned colleague Dr. West told me.
All life is a physical and chemical process, correct?
As a result of that wise guidance, I developed the purifier. Troubled by guilt, shame, stupid things you did in the past? The purifier filters the contents of your brain and cleanses them. Your thoughts start off gross and dirty, end up clean and purty. Unpleasant emotions are evicted by an evacuating vacuum action. I'm Dr. Torpor, the purifier. For only 3 easy payments of $149.99. It's vacuous! And stay in contact with the infinite.
I'm sorry.